Howdy folks, and welcome to Arcanum Institute. I've been going to school here for a little bit, and I wanted to record a video and show a few tips of things that made my life easier while going to school here. Number one, you can, in your quest book, you can buy books and quills, because you'll need a lot of these. You can buy them from Ibzang shop. I don't know if you can buy them from any other shop. No, but you can buy them from Ibzang shop. However, if you're like me and you're really concerned about the quality of the ingredients that little goblin might be using to craft his books, you can come down here. There's as you can see, there's a bunch of squid. But there's squid spawner down here, and you can farm fresh ink yourself and make your own books. We'll head over this way. There is back on the ground. So as you come down, we were just right up there. If you come down this stairwell and come running around, it's over here on the side. There's whenever you go to you get tasked to fight an evil witch toward the end, and there's nothing in the book that really tells you where in the hell she is. So, or at least there's not whenever I'm playing it. There might be in a future update. But if you just come over here, you saw where I just kind of ran through that. You kind of follow this little worn looking path. You can go around, go through the middle and go around the other way too. But this is the way I found it first. You come up here, go up the little stairwell, and you'll see the big tree. As you approach him, there's a portal that reveals itself. And you go through this portal, and that's where you'll go and fight the last evil witch. Let's see, we'll get 2 levels, and we will teleport over to Zaru's. So over here at Zaru's, if you face to the north, turn to the north a little bit, you'll see that we're close to the coastline. You can come right down here, and there are drowned spawners out there. You can see one right there just popped up. And you can also see where I've killed a few. But anyway, the drowned, they'll spawn out there and they'll come up to you. You can kill them. It's also the best fishing spot I found. I caught I'd have to say 2 or maybe 3 nautilus shells from here. So it's a good spot to farm those. We'll head back to the dorms portal. Any of these portals take you to your dorm, so it doesn't matter which portal you take. I ended up with some pearlescent end shells. I got 5 infused rectifications. There's my salvaging table, my smithing table. I didn't really use those a whole lot. I played with them a little bit, but didn't really run across very many things to socket or anything that was worth it. My enchantment library, as you can see, my enchanting table with this setup, I've got 15 of these. But you can see I've got 50 Eterna, 90 Quanta, and 100 Arcana with 100% rectification. So it's pretty close to maxed out enchanting table. One of the things that I found or that I enjoyed doing was if I had a book, like say feather falling here, or what do I have in efficiency? So I got efficiency 6. So if we look at efficiency, we can see efficiency goes all the way to 9. So if I take out this efficiency 6, I have 64 honeycomb on me. And let's see, we'll just grab us a mana steel pickaxe here. And what we're going to do is we're going to run out here to the mana enchanter. I'm gonna enchant this pickaxe with that efficiency 6. We'll take that, and what we're going to come back here and do, as you can see, is has efficiency 6. We're going to throw it in there. Going to get us some blocks. Yeah, I said that right. Blook. Because it's a blood book. And we'll get our entangled chalice for the blood. Put a block in there. Now we get our pickaxe. And we get our book with the enchantment. Can combine the 2 enchantments. We need 7 levels. And now we have efficiency 7 to put in here and have efficiency 7 now. And we don't have to put it back in here every time. What I was doing is I would just go and go put this efficiency 7 on that pickaxe, bring it back, do the same things over again. I don't need efficiency, but anyway, I was just showing that that's how I was getting up to the max level, like feather falling. Feather falling here, the max level is 9. Fortunes, max level is 8, and I can pull 1. So that's how I was getting max level on all of my books. Just remember, you need a book. What else we got going on here? So I've got, this is the smelter. I have a stable wormhole down there that's attached to my storage. So it's hopper, so it just manually, whatever I put in here to smelt, gets put back into my storage, which is great. I also have, you'll notice I have this input routing node, and it is sitting here with a empty blacklist. And what that does is that gives the entire network access to my entire storage. So then I have to come into each one of these. Like this here, I'm setting any raw silver, copper, gold, or iron automatically get pulled out, dropped into this chest, and they automatically get smelted and sent back into the system as ingots. Over here, there's my master routing node. Over here, I've got another one. This one here is using tag item filters, and it was whenever I had my spawner, which is over there, up in that cliff area. I had my spawner doing zombies for a while. I was getting all the tools and armor and crap. And this right here was just disposing of them. It's just, there's a lava block under there that would automatically dispense them and get rid of them. We'll go ahead and take, this was fighting arena for where I would spawn my gates. I'd just spawn it in there and run out here, close that up, and then I could just fight them from here. They would all run over, try to get to me through these 2 gates, but couldn't. I could just fight them. And even if they got distracted, I had ranged weapons or ranged attacks. I could shoot them and they would come running at me after that. And creeper spawner over there going to town. But anyway, you have to kind of have, if you want to do the big ones, you got to open up that much space. It's kind of crazy how much space it takes to light one of those in here. And I was also using this to insta-kill with the Dagger of Sacrifice for quite a while. I would just insta-kill them to make it faster. This over here is my blood bank. It feeds into a entangled chalice down there. I have, of course, I've got this Rosa Arcana eating up the experience, sending it over that way to my main storage. I've got this petite hopper hawk back here, and it will feed directly into a stable wormhole, so everything goes into my storage directly. That's to keep, if I'm wearing a magnet, to keep the magnet from sucking up anything. Up here, I have a red string comparator that's reading the blood tank down there and turning the spawner on and off depending on how much blood I have. Right now, as you can see, it needs to be at least almost full, which is why it was at 1,000 and not the, I forget how much this tank will hold, but it's a lot. But you'll see it'll drop down to like 998, 997, somewhere in that range. And then it'll start spawning creepers. They'll run over here, fall down, die, fill back up with blood. It just keeps it topped off, so I never have to worry about it. This is my obsidian maker. I've got a bore lens down there on a pulse matter spreader. I've got a comparator. I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, I got or not a comparator, an observer right here. And basically what I would do is I would take my lava sigil from Blood Magic. And I would just get up beside this fence and I would do this, and when I get here it fires. This is the fastest way I found to really, just farm obsidian. The bore lens can break through 6 obsidian blocks. That's the reason why there's 6 there. I'm sure I could have glued some other lens on top of it and it would have made it longer, but that was enough. I mean, it doesn't take long to get a couple of stacks of obsidian that way. But anyway, that's where my spawner is. Come out here and look at a few things I built this direction. Got the ritual to the Blood Magic Underground or Otherworld or whatever they're called. This is where I kill withers. It's the block in the middle is solid, or hollow rather. It's basically 26 blocks of obsidian up here, and you put the wither down, tail goes there, and the shoulders here, and then the 3 heads, and he'll spawn stuck in it. And you can just kill him. You don't have to worry about him messing up anything. This is my altar. It's tier 5 altar. I have this, I have it kind of maxed out for dagger of self-sacrifice. I'm going to break, so we can go down here and look. As you can see, if I get my divination sigil, you look at it, you see it gives me it's a 2400 boost plus 178. I don't know if, that's as high as I've ever been able to get it really, but this is literally all I do is I build a double layer. Let me get out of here. I go around, I'll fly out, and you can see I build a double layer of all oak logs and then leaves on top of it. I build the pathways in the middle of the leaves so that they eventually build up. You get the obsidian ones from the mines or whatever that is. And then you can come in here and you can see I've got both of the stone paths that way. I've got the wooden path out here, and then I've just got 4 pools of blood. And makes it that much. It's even with all of these capacity runes that I have, dang it. Even with all these capacity runes that I have on this thing, and these runes of self-sacrifice, I can almost fill this thing up. It's at 1.2 buckets right now. Let's put that back. Oh, there he is. Sacrificial. Oh, it's a sacrificial knife. Duh. So we can see he's lit up. The life essence is at 1 bucket. That's full at 24. So yeah, you could do that, and then just set out here with the heal spell. Fill it up, heal yourself. Do whatever you need to do, fill it up, heal yourself. Works pretty good for me. The endo flame, well, we'll start over with this here. I was using this as my ore generator at first. I'll get the I can't remember what the name of it's called. It's orchid, yeah. So what I would do is I had my orchid here. Get this out. It's in bind mode, so And I had him bound to that one. The reason I have it bound to that one is because this red string comparator is reading that one. So they're both on that one. So that way, if it got low, it would stop. So that way I didn't use up all of my mana from the other ones. But as you can see, it turned. I went ahead and turned that to coal. What do you break, extract, item, pick up? Yeah, that'll work just for the test. This here is the manual on off. But as you can see, it just. And he also will put into a stable wormhole without any problem. That was how I was getting, which I had this set to, I want to say I had Fortune 4 on break. So I didn't have, it was automatically doing it, but I had it, I was getting stoned for quite some time a while earlier, so that was the reason why it was there like that. Endo Flames is the main thing. We also have this down here. These two guys they will feed, and it goes down, and there's a little rail network underneath the ground. Let's see if I can find, we're on break. Is it here? Yeah. Somewhere in here. There it is. You can see I've got this, and it pumps the mana into that, and it sends it over around this way where it gets unloaded over here. That's got a, I think it's dispersive spark on it. It sends it all up there. Made a big old mess here trying to remember where the hell that was. It'll be fun. It'll grow back. But anyway, this is just there's 8 volcanic source links under there. And they're feeding this. It's kind of, I don't know, this thing just drops them down into a crafty crate. This grows trees. Grows it, farms it, picks it all up, puts it in the drawers. Blah. This over here is what's turning the logs, which the logs are being fed in from over here. Show that. So I got the logs there, they're being fed in there. And then over here they get turned into charcoal whenever this block in the front gets pulled down by the piston, because this chest gets low, you know, like if you get used or whatever. There's much dues going to town. This is what's crafting our blocks. Crafty crate. Crafting our blocks of charcoal. Feeding our endo flames. It's all good stuff. We've got a standard little beehive set up. A couple of bees, I miscounted how many was spawning in there. So we got a couple sitting out here being all silly because they can't get to those flowers. Here's all my farming and stuff. This here is all set up. There's my villager for getting emeralds to make diamonds. Using the warp relays to send my mana, or not mana, but source to various places that I need it here. This is my egg farm, so I can make these down here, the sourceberry pies. And so that in case I need to spawn a bunch of chickens, I can. This is just down into lava. I don't like making lag generators, so I try to have a overflow prevention on everything. This is how I would spawn my chickens. I just throw all the eggs up here. Just your standard roundabout dispenser trigger. Cows and pigs. Now here's where I had my various. These were all of the occultism ritual things that I had to set up. I had to set up AVR Circle, Isivis Spectral Compulsion, the Hadrianese Lure, Striger's Higher Binding. Then out here we had Ufix's Inverted Tower, Severia's Permanent Confinement, and Abra's Open Conjure. There's one more that was, you might have saw the runes. That was where I was spawning my, doing the wild hunt and summoning in all of the wither skeletons. I got one, it was funny, I got one of those captured in the evil craft thing, and I made an egg with it and put it on the spawner, and oh my goodness, did that thing go nuts. I was like, okay, that's just too many mobs at one time, so I switched it back to a creeper after that to, like, yeah, that creeper would be a lot easier to deal with. I don't remember what this is exactly, but it's an offering of something. You put your items in here, throw some stuff down beside the altar, lightning will strike it, scare you to death with a big thunderclap, and then it'll drop everything on the ground. Here's another Nature's Aura thing. If you use this a lot, you'll see these start to get smaller, like diminish, until they completely go away. I guess this is the aura of the mod. You need to plant these trees here and make it, the leaves will turn and release aura back into the area and replenish it again. This is another Nature's Aura summoning thing. You put all the gold dust on the ground in front of it, and it will do whatever. Right, so, and this has pretty much been it for me. I still have, like, I've done the final chapter and finished it. I did not finish all of the stuff in Beastmasters because I didn't really have a need to. Same with Botanical Gardens. I mean, the Corporeal Network is kind of cool if you want to get fancy, but man, it just takes so much. There's a lot easier ways in mod packs to use things than this. The luminizers are fun if you want to make a traveling pattern, and most of these flowers are unnecessary. I mean, I started to do the Spectralis just because that's always a fun build with the sheep. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to pull off too. And the Dark Arts, this one I would have completed, except couldn't get broom brushed, couldn't get none of the broom parts to recognize in the chat in here, so I'm opening a ticket about it or put it in the bug tracker on GitHub. I don't really know what's going on with it. Nature's Blessing, I didn't do a whole lot in here. I've never messed with this mod before, so just doing what I did. I'm probably gonna, because I want to see what the rest of the stuff is, I'm probably going to do the crafting and messing around and figure out what they are. And then, of course, Spellcaster's Dream, Hex Casting. This is just not a fun mod to me. I mean, there was nothing that I found in it so far that was useful. It's just everything is so complex. It's not even, well, to me, it's just not fun. I'm just going to put it that way. Anyway. That's all I got. Oh, one other thing. You'll be getting these things, like these codexes. And as you can see, that one's named Play Me. Make sure that you put them
amidst the towers of
in
Arcanum
a
Institute,
jukebox and listen to the story. It adds a lot of flavor to the pack. Anyway, if you saw anything here you'd like, you got questions about or would like more info on, just leave a comment. Other than that, have a good day.